Welcome back, dear students. I know you must be excited for today's session as we are starting with another part of social science, that is geography. So let's get started. Name of our first chapter is the Earth in the solar system. But before that, let's have a look at our universe. I have given the images as per the sequence. Imagine we are moving upwards in the sky. What will we see? First, on the top, we will see the Himalayas. Little more above, Tibet. If we move more above, we will see the Earth's crust, Earth's curvature. From where we see the curvature, we can find space stations and satellites. If we move more above, we can see our Earth, in which millions of busy people reside, who are running around the clock. Our Earth is blessed with many environment, due to which 90% of the life forms in the universe can survive here, until monkeys without tail do not make them extinct. Firstly, let's be thankful to the star which is nearest to us. Gives us light, heat, due to which life is possible on Earth. That is Sun. If we keep on moving above, we will see the planets and solar system. When we come out of our solar system, we will find zodiac constellations. When we move further, we will see our Milky Way, also called as Akashganga. If we keep on moving further, we will see there are countless galaxies. Wasn't it exciting to know about our galaxy? Now, let's start with our chapter. First, let's understand the terms. In Latin, geo means earth. So, when we add any other word after geo, it will have a different meaning. Like if we add graphy, which means writing, it will be geography, which means writing about the earth. Writing about the earth means here are the mountains, here are the rivers, there are the forests, such type of soil is there, etc. Apart from this, if we add logi, the word logi comes from logia, which means to study about something logically. The word geology, which means study of the earth, more or less the same as geography, but in geography we see what the variations in the landforms are. In geology, we study a particular variation. After this, if we add metry, the word has come from the word metria, that is measuring something. Geometry means measuring of earth. Geometry means measurement of earth. Like you measure the land, it is the same as measuring our farm to know what is the area of our farm. So now we know about the name of the subject. And now let's start our chapter with topic celestial bodies. The word celestial means heavenly. So the bodies connected to the heaven. What do you mean by it? Let me tell something. People were always fascinated about knowing who created us, what is the purpose of our existence, etc. So whenever they looked at the sky in the night, they thought God is somewhere there up in the sky. So all the stars, planets are considered as heavenly bodies. When we look at the clear sky, we can see various types of celestial bodies. Let's learn about various celestial bodies. The sun, the planet, the moon, the stars, and all those objects shining in the sky are called celestial bodies. We can see these heavenly bodies in our sky. Let's start knowing about them one by one, starting with the sun. The sun is a star. When we say star, we think the small twinkling stars. To know, we have to first know what are stars. Stars are very big. They are made of gases. Stars are basically clouds of gases in a condensed form. Due to reaction of those gases, lot of heat and light is emitted from them. Stars are big and have tremendous heat in them. They have their own heat and light. You can see the image how it looks. The stars that we see twinkling in the night are same as sun, but they look small compared to sun, as they are very far from earth and the sun is closer to the earth. A beautiful fact is stars are always around us, but we see them only during the night because the light of the sun is so bright compared to the small twinkling lights of the star that we can see them. For example, if you light a candle in a dark room, you can see the light, but the same candle you light in a room which has much of light, you won't feel the light of the candle. When we are learning about stars, a group of stars in a particular pattern is called constellation. When we look at the sky at night, we may feel the stars are randomly in the sky. But when we observe every day, we will notice that there are some groups of stars making a pattern. Be it any season, any month, the pattern do not change and they are in different places. In the sky, it is different times of the year. These groups are called constellation. For example, of such constellation is Ursa Major. Image is given for referral. This constellation is always together, and such one more constellation is Saptarishi, which is group of 7 stars. Today we have proper transportation or Google Maps for traveling, but in ancient times people traveled in the night with the help of the stars and know the direction. As there was no technology and some stars were constant, like North Star, also called Pole Star, will be in the north direction in any time of the year. Easy way to locate the pole star is it forms an imaginary line joining the two pointer stars of Saptarishi extending to the pole star, which is very bright. You must have seen zodiac signs in news channels or in the newspapers like Leo, Taurus, Virgo, etc. In Hindi, Singh, Vrushab, Kanya, etc. In actual, these are also constellation. These also have a group of star to which people have been looking at since ages. They even started believing that these constellations affect human nature or their psychology. So, have you also understood that these zodiac signs are constellations in actual? As we have understood about stars, now let us know about planets. Till now, we have learned about stars who have their own light and heat. They are big and made of gases. Next, celestial bodies are planets. They don't have their own light and heat. as they do not have their own light, they get it from stars. Special thing about planets is its nature, and when nature is forming, different places hot gases are accumulated, and that makes the star. Then around these stars the matter starts collecting, and that becomes planet. These planets start revolving around the star. These planets are smaller in size than those stars. Many times mass gets collected around the planets and starts revolving around the same. Then that mass becomes a moon. So have you understood? It's a series. First is a star, planet, which is small revolving around the star, then moon, smaller revolving around the planet. Stars are formed, and at a point of time they explode and planets are made. This series continues as it's a law of nature. Planets move around the star, so are also called wanderers. The planet word comes from the Greek word planetai, which means wanderers. Our Earth is a planet, and we get a heat and light from the nearest star, that is Sun. In our solar system there are 8 planets that revolve around the Sun. Our solar system had 9 planets. Few years ago, scientists took out Pluto from the list of planets as it was too small in size, and now we have only 8 planets. The moon that we see at night is a satellite of the Earth. It has been always with Earth and revolves around it. That's it for today. Hope you all have understood this session and topics. We will learn further topics in next session. Thank you.